The potholes are named after a man named Tom Bourke, who discovered signs of gold in the canyon in the 1880s, but unfortunately misjudged the region. Just further south of where he had first panned for gold is where many men later struck gold and enjoy the riches of the land. The potholes may be found on the Panorama route. The Panorama route is a scenic route in South Africa connecting several cultural and natural points of interest. The route, steeped in history of South Africa, is in Mpumalanga province, centered around the Blyde River Canyon, the world's third largest canyon. The potholes were formed by swirling water erosion of the black reef quartzite that makes the river's bedrock. First, river-borne pebbles and boulders carve out small depressions, which soon trap river debris. The hollows grow over time and deepen to cylindrical potholes up to several meters deep. In the land of the rising sun, Mpumalanga, a river of sorrow, that's the True River, was met by a rush of joy, Blyde River, and together they carved out nature's wishing well. In the native Zulu tribal language, this Mpumalanga province was melodiously named after the dawn. The True River, labelled by the Afrikaans voortrekkers after their sorrowful experience that turned joyful, as honoured in the translation of the happily titled Blyde River. Those carved out cylindrical holes down below is also often called kettles. The origin of the True River is inside the Blyde River Canyon Nature Reserve, though most of its course is to the west of this protected area. It is a tributary of the Blyde River and has no major tributaries of its own. There are two sharp drops in its course at Potholes and Bourkes Potholes respectively. It was at this point in the Blyde River that the ancient supercontinent Gondwana land broke apart and Madagascar and Antarctica tore free from Africa some 200 million years ago. The broken edge of the continent was gradually tilted upwards by the weight of a vast shallow sea, stretching west to beyond Pretoria. This sea, already ancient when Gondwana land was split by these earth-shaping forces, left behind layer upon layer of dolomite and sandstone laid down as sediments over millions of years. Any tourist who calls himself a nature lover should surely aspire to visit Bourkes Potholes, one of the most beautiful and special nature spots on the African continent.